We are reading from 1 Samuel chapter 28, and you see Saul and also Samuel died. But Saul, having been desperate for communication between the mortals and the supernatural, Samuel he consulted a woman in the middle of the night. But you remember, Saul had banned witchcraft. You see in 1 Samuel chapter 28, it's with witchcraft. You can see here he used witchcraft. Saul disguised himself, putting on other clothes, and at night he and two men went to the woman. "Consult a spirit for me," he said, "and bring up for me the one I name." So this woman was communicating with the dead people. But they would say to him, "Sure, you know what Saul has done. He has cut off the mediums and the spiritists from the land. Why should you set a trap for my life to bring about my death?" Saul swore by her, by the Lord, "As surely as the Lord lives, you will not be punished for this." Saul said, "Bring up Samuel." He said, when the woman saw Samuel, he cried out at the top of her voice and said to Saul, "Why have you deceived me, Saul?" "I see a ghostly figure coming out of the earth." "What does he look like?" "He's coming up, you know." Then Saul knew it was Samuel. And he bowed down and on the ground. Samuel said to Saul, "Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up?" You see here Saul in 1 Samuel 28, you can see he's talking to the dead people. In the scripture, from this story, we've learned that, a man can communicate with people who are dead or using divination. And he went to a woman, used divination, and he was able to talk to a dead man. In this context, the dead man's Samuel. And here is the conversation between Saul and Samuel. Saul told Samuel, "I'm in great distress. The Philistines are fighting against me, and God has departed from me. He no longer answers me, either by prophets or by dreams. So I called on you to tell me what to do." Saul said, "Why do you consult me now that the Lord has departed from you and become your enemy? The Lord has done what he predicted through me. The Lord has torn your kingdom out of your hands and given it to one of your neighbors, to David, because you did not obey the Lord and carry out his fierce wrath against the Amalekites." Remember the discussion that we had, that obedience is better than sacrifice. Let's continue. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. We're finishing right now. I need to go. The Lord has done this to you today. The Lord will deliver both Israel and you into the hands of the Philistines, and tomorrow you and the Lord will also give the army of Israel into the hands of the Philistines. You see here, Samuel tells Saul and told him about his own death. Very, very interesting. Immediately Saul fell on the ground. His strength was gone. for he had eaten nothing all that day and all that night. Wow. When the woman came to Saul and saw that he was greatly shaken, she said, "Look, your servant has obeyed you. I took my life into my hands and did what you told me to do. Now please listen to your servant and let me give you something to eat, so that you might have the strength to go on your way." He refused and said, "I will not eat." So Saul decided not to eat. But his men joined the woman in urging him and he listened to them. So he got up from the ground and sat on the couch. The woman had a fattened calf at the house, which she slaughtered at once. She made bread. Then she set it for Saul and his men, and they ate. That same night, they got up and left. Wow. This is very interesting. We're just finishing 1st of Samuel. And from there onwards, Saul, the woman, you see, Saul went to consult spirits, and Samuel told him that it was over. He had lost the battle, and that on the next day he was going to die. And as surely, you know, one thing, if you have read the book of First Samuel with me, you realize there's one thing. God did not let the words of Samuel fall on the ground. Whatever Samuel said, it came to pass. So on the next day, Saul died. He died in battle, and he took his own life. Are we together? And it's very interesting. The next day, the Philistines found the body of Saul and his 3 sons. They cut off his head and stripped him of his armor, and they sent news towards the whole of Philistine that Saul was dead. They put his armor in the temple of Ashtoreth and fastened his body on the wall of Bethshan. When the people of Jabesh Gilead heard that what the Philistines had done to Saul, all their violent men marched throughout the night to Bethshan. They took down the bodies of Saul from the wall, where they burned them. Then they took their bones and buried them under a tree, and they fasted for 7 days. That is the end of 1st Samuel. I am very happy. Samuel. I'm very, very tired, but tomorrow we are starting the book of 2nd Samuel. If you have any issue, you can ask me. That was great. We have finished 1st Samuel. Now we are starting 2nd Samuel. If you have any questions, we have just come to the end of your happy hour. If you have any question, you can ask me. I will be more than happy to answer you. Tomorrow, we will start the book of 2nd Samuel. I don't want us to hurry because I want us to capture the details. I want us to move as a unit. And I know by the time fully loaded with the word. From me to you, it was a pleasure. You can comment, but also I need to go and rest because it's a Monday. I cannot stay the whole night. We have had our 1 hour. As always, it's a pleasure talking to you. Good night and God bless you.